Fish oil reduces stroke. Now, this was interesting. This is the Journal of the American Medical Association. They did a study on people that eat fish, and this I love. You got to like the wording of this stuff. Dining on seafood once a month was found to cut the risk of stroke by 40% in a study. Wow. So if you eat fish, imagine if I had a drug that would reduce your risk of stroke 40%. But now here, let's go over. Now understand, there's over 2,500 studies based on omega-3 fatty acids from fish. Over 2,500 published studies that show it decreases stroke, increases strength of blood vessels, decreases risk of cancer. In fact, myself and my crew, we do fish oil shooters every day. Yes? Yes. And the reason is because I care about their health. But look at the wording of this article. The study did note one general conclusion. Something in fish is good for the arteries, and eating some fish eatment is likely beneficial. Boy, they're really taking a stand on that. What? That's about as yeah.
They can't patent it.
You can't patent it, I know, but come on. The risk of stroke was inversely, now this is huge. On tonight's handout, you're going to have on the back a few recipes, and on the front a few vegetables. Now, I know it sounds crazy because depending on the medical literature, some people list heart disease and cancer and medical care, then stroke. Other medical journals will list heart disease, cancer, and stroke. Okay, so stroke is going to be the third or the fourth leading cause of death in America. So if I suggest that moderate exercise, that decreasing alcohol, decreasing medications, okay, and increasing your intake of vitamin C, vegetables, natural fruit products will strengthen your body and eliminate your risk of stroke, that might sound too easy. Let's look at journal articles. The risk of stroke was inversely related to vitamin C in the bloodstream and frequency of vegetable consumption. High risk, because a higher reduction was observed in both types of stroke. So wait a second, so there's fixed hemorrhagic stroke and thrombotic stroke. It says the responsible mechanism probably extends beyond vitamin C's no antioxidant effects. Doesn't this guy read stuff? Of course it's not just the antioxidants. Have you ever heard of scurvy? Scurvy is lack of vitamin C. They walk around with giant massive bruises because they have weakened blood vessels and they lose the connective tissue. So it's not just the antioxidant effects. Inside of the food and nutrients that I have listed here, this is powerful artery building materials. This is exactly what you need. Stroke protection, no smoking. Okay, does this mean that a cigar a month will lead you to that pathway of darkness? Probably not. It's not the healthiest thing you can do. But does this mean a six-pack or a pack of cigarettes a day will? Yeah, it does. So you got to take this in moderation. Reducing grains. This means very, very few grains. Maybe a quarter of a cup of rice a day. Maybe 2 slices of bread a day at the max. But understand, your body is not designed to process grains. It elevates blood sugar immediately. Reduce or eliminate medications. Absolutely, because every medication slows or stops the metabolic process. And if it slows or stops the metabolic process, but wait a second, doc, I had a heart problem, and my doctor said I had to take this, otherwise I would stroke out. Do you want me to show you the article that says that aspirin and Coumadin and blood thinners are bad for the heart? Okay, interesting? I know, this is good stuff. Get your nervous system checked because that controls and coordinates every function of the body. Exercise regularly. Why? Because if you strain your system, it gets stronger. If you strain and increase the blood pressure in the arteries get stronger. Do you realize just going from sitting and standing up, that elevates your heart rate? If you walk upstairs, if you park a little bit further, that strengthens the blood or elevates your blood pressure and elevates the strain on the arteries and makes them healthier. Fruits and vegetables daily. Daily, it's vital. And 50% of your body weight in ounces of water a day. That means a 250-pound man need 125 ounces of water. It's huge. And no synthetic food products. That's huge. We've seen this picture before. If that head is forward, is this person getting enough oxygen to the brain? It's impossible. It can't happen. With that head forward, the ribs can't expand. The heart's going to have to elevate in blood pressure. If she goes to somebody that says everybody should have the same blood pressure, it's gonna weaken her body. Remember, too many strokes are happening. A third of all strokes in America are happening in the age group under 60. Now, this is huge. When we look at this body posture, what I want you to think is not like, oh my gosh, her muscles, heart, and brain isn't working right. Let's look at the control mechanism of this. When we look at a neck that's lost a curve, that bulges out into this canal, and that canal is right where the spinal cord is. Now, that's an MRI showing direct pressure on the spinal cord. So when you see a loss of curve in the neck, you see that head going forward. That spinal cord is being choked off. That's the life force of the body. Is this person's immune system strong or weak? Is their ability to rebuild their body negatively affected? Yes or yes? Huge, huge. And this person here, this was an actual patient. In fact, do me a favor, sit up nice and straight. Now slide your body off to the side. Imagine you had a football accident, a couple of injuries. Take a deep breath. It's hard to breathe. Okay, now go back to the middle. Take a deep breath. Now think of this. These bones are at an angle. There's unequal pressure. Are they going to start to wear out? Arthritis. Now this person had to work harder to get oxygen to the brain. He's diagnosed with high blood pressure. Since all the nerves that supply the shoulder, neck, and arm come out of that twisted neck he had, shoulder and elbow problems, numbness in the hands, he came in taking 4 medications for high blood pressure, for pain, for headaches, and shoulder pain. Now, do you think that strengthened his blood vessels or weakened it? Here he is 90 days later. Do you see a difference? Okay, say it with me. Wow! Oh my gosh. Imagine if the body's smart, built by God, designed to heal itself. Do you think his body's ability to repair has been restored? Huge. Now this, you are genetically designed by God, guaranteed without a doubt. Strokes, heart disease, and cancer should not happen. You have to work to earn them. This is absolutely what you need for healthy body forever. Appropriate nerve supply, because that controls everything. Regular exercise, proper nutrition, sufficient rest. Oh man, I didn't. And there should be prayer and meditation down here as well. There should be prayer and meditation. But understand those 5 aspects, each one, appropriate nutrition, eating right, is exactly as important as prayer and meditation, which is exactly as important as sufficient rest. There's no hierarchy there. You can't get adjusted and eat poorly. You can't eat poorly and exercise. You can't not exercise and just sleep your health away. You know, it doesn't work that way. Each one of those is vital. Now here, oh, good. Perfect. We got a chance to save a life. Now, since strokes are affecting so many people and medications are causing so many strokes, we have an opportunity to save a life. Now, we're supporting a hospital in Jalisco, Mexico, which is about 300 miles away from anyone. For a $20 donation this month, we're giving away x-rays, exam, everything, and all the proceeds go to the hospital. It's that important. It's your son. Yes, Harvey. Yeah, you can be a proud mom. Okay, but next week, we're going to be talking about diabetes, how to reverse it. The 2 types of diabetes, and did you know that there's a 3rd type? Yep, they're reclassifying it. Oh, it's very interesting. But you're going to find out the simple solutions, and when I say simple solutions, radically simple solutions. Okay? Next week, diabetes.